When the GNIT program was launched almost 20 years ago, the IT industry was in a very early stage of its growth. There were probably about 250,000 people working in the IT services industry at that point in time. And almost 60,000 fresh talent was joining the industry each year, which means that there was a growth of almost 20–30% each year. When we look at the industry now, it's almost 3 million professionals out there. And if we include the IT-enabled services, probably another 3 million. So that's an industry size in excess of 6 million. And while the number of people joining the industry each year has grown to about 250 to 300,000 people, it represents a much smaller increment in terms of the overall size of the industry. So when we look back 20 years ago, probably everyone joined as a programmer, as a software developer. But today, many new roles have emerged in the IT services industry. So whether it's a network administrator, somebody who's providing help desk and support services to end users, or a systems administrator, or a database administrator, or somebody responsible for IT security, people responsible for analyzing information and producing reports and other analytical tools and dashboards for end users. There are a vast range of jobs today, even for people at the entry level in the IT services industry. What has also changed tremendously is the fact that our education system at the undergraduate level has become much more intense, much more competitive, and young students probably have less time to spare than working professionals. Their entire week is charted out between attending college, between doing assignments, homework, preparing for exams, and with the adoption of the semester-based system in many of the top universities across the country, and more are expected to do that, it's probably going to be very tough for students to cope up with all the pressures of preparing for a career as well as making sure that they do well in their undergraduate program. But there is an important deliverable and payoff for those who plan early. And what NIIT has made possible is to create an option for undergraduate students particularly to opt for a professional qualification that goes hand in hand with their undergraduate degree, so that at the end of 3 years or 4 years, they have both a degree as well as a professional qualification, and in the case of our flagship GNIT program, even a year of professional practice that literally gets them ready to do the job on day one when they finally start working.